differential lock. I've seen one snowplow. Yeah. I'm trying to keep an eye on my socks so I don't throw them. Of course, I don't think I'd probably stop to go back and get it either, to tell you the truth. I gotta read the dang packaging and see how fast I can actually go. So I'm only doing about 15 right now. So this is US 50 Monarch Pass. I don't know if I've made any video before, but I got loaded in Plymouth, Utah with steel going back to Kansas. And 80 was closed down. When I got down to 70, decided to go down 15 down to 6 and cross 70. When I got to Grand Junction, 70 had chain law up over Vale and Eisenhower, and I thought, ah, man. So I decided, I talked it over with the boss like I did on coming out of Plymouth, but I couldn't have done anything if I got to Rawlins anyway, if the road was closed. And they also had rolling closures from the state line to all the way to Rawlins. I think that was, they'd only let so many people through at a time so they wouldn't get an accident. So basically, I bet it was snowstorming. Or actually, there was no storm, but the winds were blowing enough to creating whiteout conditions. So that's why I decided to go down to 70. And of course, I don't like putting socks on. I mean, socks are easy. I did it in like 5 minutes. I should have just stuck on 70 and been able to run a little quicker. See, this isn't this bad. I mean, that section back there, there was pretty good section that I could have probably spun it if I didn't have socks on. I don't like the trailer situation. It's like it likes hugging the outside. Well, on this curve up here, it'll track more towards the right. I don't want it to slide off, because I'd be screwed. I guess I'd grab the phone and my wallet maybe. I'd have my keys in my pocket. Laptop would have to go on down with the truck. See, this isn't bad. It's just wet. Here comes the snowplow. I think that's the problem. It's going to be on the back side, on the downside. See, is he even spraying anything? He's not even spraying anything. Why not spray some goddamn brine down, or throw some salt down, throw some sand down? See, I think it's going to get a lot worse from here. Now, that guardrail ain't going to do jack shit for me. Not with 47,000 pounds of steel on. See, then you get around the corner again and it's nice again. Still got all my socks on. Only had to put them up on the drive tires. It's nice and beautiful up here with snow all over the trees. The mountain. Can't really see much because the window's dirty. I don't think I can clean it off either. And got a little more there. Ready to read that package, and I think I can do about 40 or 30, I think. I'm only doing 15, but I don't want to go any faster. Not with that drop off there. At least there's 2 lanes going up. Traffic can pass me. Problem is on the back side. I mean, I don't know where 205 is at exactly. I don't think it's that far down the side. Man, it's only 33 miles over to Salida, and that's already down in the flat for about 15 miles, or at least 10 miles on the flat all the way already. should have stuck on 70. I would have had 2 lanes. Look at this snow blowing up from the, yeah. If I had stuck on 70, I would have had 2 lanes. And I say there's only 2 lanes going up Vale, but Eisenhower's got 3. They'd probably have a lot more snow plows on 70 versus 50. 50 is just a state route. Well, it's a U.S. route, excuse me. U.S. state route, yeah. All the way up to that big mountain right there in the middle. That's as far as I got to go up. Right there is I think is the crest, the summit, and back down. Some people, we'd stop there in Gunnison, and it's like mile marker 138, and the chain law is up, but you don't have to put chains on until you get to 190, which is right at Sargent's, Colorado. And there's people, truckers putting up chains clear back in Gunnison. Why drive an extra 38 miles on chains when you can only do 30 or 40 mile an hour? Why not drive? And the whole road is like this. It was wet. I mean, I was still only doing between 50 and 60. It wasn't up any serious mountain. It was just, you know, hills and stuff. It's like this. My trailer's tracking in the snow where there's nobody that's been driven. See, I think that's just blowing. Still got 4 socks on. If there isn't a road closure and only chain law is going up, I'm going to say screw it and just stick on the interstates. I could put socks on. I put socks on in less than 5 minutes. You basically put it. It's a sock. I'd actually have to get the package out, but it's underneath the bunk right now. But polyethylene or something like that, and it's a cloth mesh material. It fits right over the tire. I mean, you put the top half of the tire on, you put all 4 of them on, you drive forward until the bottom half of the tire is exposed. You get back out, you throw that over. You might have to do a little finagling with it with your hands. I had to take my gloves off to put it on because it was sticking to the tire. The 2 new ones, yeah, I got 2 new ones because I threw 2 back last year going over a Santiago Pass in Oregon. I had to actually throw 2 on the trailer, so somehow I lost 1 on the trailer and lost 1 on the drive axle. But so I got 2 new ones. So the new ones went over really easy. The 2 that I was fighting were the 2 that I had already put on once before, and then put them away. What I forgot to do, I should have pulled them out, took them home, washed them because they still had you know, sand and dirt in them, because the cloth on the new ones was white, and the 2 that I had used previously were sandy color, you know, full of sand and grit and stuff. So yeah, I should have pulled them out and washed them up, and then laid them out during the summer and let them dry. So they would have been nice and clean for the next time, which would have been a hell of a lot easier to put on. So by me, we'll have to detour around 80 because it was actually closed, and then bypassing 70 and coming down to 50. And then last night, I basically drove about 60 miles at 20 to 30 mile an hour because I couldn't see the road. It's dark and the headlights need adjustment still, and I think I just need to put some bright lights, the bright lights in the dim and keep the brights in the bright. So buy 2 extra bright lights and put them in the dim so I can see at night, or get the damn things adjusted correctly so I can see. But with it snowing and stuff, it was snowing enough to where if you had the brights on, it would just, you know, glare back into your face. Fog lamps would have been nice to have, because that would have been down towards the road and underneath the snow. But I was basically leader to the pack until we caught up to another truck, and he was only doing about 15 because he had hazmat on. He finally pulled over and let me go, and I went ahead and carried out the rest of them all the way to Gunnison, which I had probably about, I'd say I had 20 cars behind me. None of them flashed me to get over at the wide areas, so I figured they were okay with me leading the pack. So I just stayed leading the pack. Let's see, orange. It's weird. Oh, I see what's going on. I thought I'd lost one already, because there's a flap that extends above the quarter fender, and it makes it look like the tire, but it actually hides the tire. I still got them on. They got orange crisscrosses. There's four, well, a cross on there that keeps it on the outside, and it's just elastic band on the inside that keeps it snug over the tire. So I can see those orange strips, which tells me that I still have my socks on. And everybody else up here just got to have good traction tires. Some of these people, I don't think they do, but there's actually a highway patrol officer down there at Sergeant stopping everybody, checking motor vehicles with, make sure they had traction tires. And me, you know, I just made sure, because one sign I saw, it said one drive axle, but then I asked him and he said 4 tires on 2 drive axles. But I still don't think, I think if I just locked the differentials, then I could have made it up this damn thing. But hey, better safe than sorry, right? Yeah, see, there's a flatbed down there that was still putting chains on, and I took off. Now he's already catching me, so I'm assuming I could probably go faster than 15 mile an hour. But hey, I don't do this a lot, so I'm comfortable with 15 right now. He can pass me just fine. Well, I'm probably across the white line at the moment. I think he was empty though. He might want to take it a little easier. Of course, yes, it's always harder to stop a loaded truck than it is an empty one. But you'd be surprised how long it takes to stop an empty one too. Snowplow coming up behind our donkeys. So I figured this, well, it's 15 miles on the chain side. Is that a pile of snow? Come on, people. I'm over as far as I can. Come on around. And the trailer's getting in some. I don't want it to bog me down any. It was in the snowbank along the guardrail. CB was turned off. I should have turned it on. Chain hitting the fender. Well, he's dropping sand at least. Over on my side, damn it. He was in the right lane, the snowplow. I saw a tanker behind me too. guess not. Not quite. I guess there's another hill to go up. Come on around. Wait, where's his chains? They don't have to have chains? There's no chains on those guys. What the hell? Just because they got super singles, they don't need chains? Is that right, boss man? Of course, there wouldn't be an 18-wheeler then either. I'll just keep my chain socks. Right mirror. There. Well, I moved the right mirror so I could look at the trailer, but I guess I got it sitting where I can see the socks and the trailer, so that's good enough for me. That'd make a nice ski run where they put the power poles. Can you see that? Where they put the power poles? That'd be a nice little ski run. Guys are running faster. Yeah, it shifted finally into 6th. I was stuck in 5th, but if I'm over precautious, I don't give a flying effing. I don't do this every day. I'd rather be overcautious. There again, and like I said, I don't want to throw my socks again. I don't know how expensive they are. Traction control hasn't come up yet. Whoop, it just downshifted. Guess it gets a little steeper up here. I know one thing, it was a bitch trying to put them back in the bags. Of videos up. I hear them, but I didn't see them. I could hear the chains clinking, but I couldn't see them. Bitch and moan and gripe about having to put chains on. And I should, you know, socks only take 5 minutes. I just stop bitching about it and do it. fifth and forget about it. I think I'll just stay in fifth. Well, that's the mountain I was talking about earlier. I had a few more curves to go around before I actually hit the summit. Swift got up here to the top and had to stop because he doesn't have chains. Oh, he does. I see chains. Why did he stop? Unless he ran out of time. And that was stupid. Stupid too. I had an hour 48 and I knew I wasn't gonna. I don't know. I might have been able to get over this. But I didn't want to take the chance, so that's why I didn't even try it. I mean, I forgot about that little gas station down there. I could have parked at. Should probably put both hands on the wheel. Snow is on top of the guardrail right here. About 2 foot worth. Looks like they've had the rotary out. Maybe not. Maybe just a plow. That took 25 minutes. Going down is going to be the fun part because there's only one lane. Monarch Crest. I forgot to look at the elevation. Miles. Yeah, I backed down. I downshifted a gear, and I'm going to go really slow. There's a couple of hairpins on this. try to come up this without chains on. You dummy. See, just by releasing the trailer brakes, I started rolling that much. He was thinking. He needs to get a ticket. I wonder if I could. Chains on. I don't know what they're frickin' thinking about. The trooper must have left on the other side, or they disregarded the chain law. cheeks ain't squished. Get the RPMs back down. We're running about 1,500. These people would pass me when it's clear. Jesus, I'm only doing 10 miles an hour. You'd think 3 or 4 people could get by me before the next car. People don't understand is that if the trailer gets too far out of whack, it can push me and come around, jackknife myself. Let's see. Why they didn't chain up. It's all cleaned off. can't go very fast. I got socks on. I don't want to throw them and have to go back and get them. Couldn't go so fast. Differential lock was flashing me, so apparently 30 mile an hour is too fast for differential lock. I wonder if they took the chain law down off this side. That's why those idiots were wanting to run. Says all commercial vehicles chain up, so apparently they just disregarded the sign. Someplace down here is a chain station. Ugh.